What's up, guys? It is Sam here. I just got back from my grocery shopping. I wanted to talk about that and going over my budget. But before I do that, I want to give you a little bit of preview. I'm going to be talking about all the different drugs and compounds and an update video after this one. So make sure you press that subscribe button and that bell notification if you want to see the updated stack that I'm currently taking for my cut for the month of June. Alright, so I've got two receipts here. There's two stores that I go to 90% of the time for my grocery shopping. The first is Walmart and the second is Aldi's. I just crushed this one up. I spent $87.80. My budget, first of all, is $90 per week. So that includes all my food for the entire week, any paper products for the week, cleaning, anything like that is included in the $90. Toothpaste, toothbrush, basically everything that I want to do. My protein, is included in the $90. The only thing I don't include in my supplements is, in there is the actual SARMs, because I have a separate budget for those, and I try to get them for free. But all of this stuff, protein, creatine, caffeine pills, any paper products for the house, any soap, detergent, basically everything except for drugs are included in this budget, and the drug budget is separate, and I try to use different creative ways to get those for free or at very, very low cost. Now, if you want to, I can touch on that in the next video, so make sure you press that subscribe button. Let me know down below in the comments if there's something you want to hear about. So my budget on a weekly basis is $90. I do not like to go over my budget. So what I like to do, my philosophy, and by the way, I was over my budget by 1 cent. I spent $2.18 at Wally World, which is Walmart for those of you who don't go to Walmart, and $87.83 at Aldi's. So I wanted to talk about that real quick. I was 1 cent over, clearly not a big fucking deal. I was under by a couple bucks last week. So yeah, I do not like to go over my budget. So every week when I do my shopping, I like to at least get one thing that is going to carry over to the next week or multiple weeks, right? Because if I can get one item, just one item, that is going to go over to the following week, extra this week, then that's one less thing I have to get next week. It's almost a way to plan for the future, right? So that is my strategy when I go to the grocery store. By the way, if you don't know about Aldi's, if it's in your area, you should check it out. It is way cheaper than Walmart. Generally speaking, from my experience, on average, at least 20% cheaper. Some items, maybe it's only 5 or 10% cheaper, but sometimes it's significantly cheaper. So, as you can see, this giant stack of chicken right here, 2 of these family packs I will consume, and 2 of them will be for the following week, or maybe like 1 and 2/3 will be for the following week. And why do I have so much chicken? Not only I'm planning for the next week, but how I like to do that even more strategically than getting a little bit extra of something for the following week is I like to do that when shit's on sale. So chicken here, it's like a ghost booty who's cold. This chicken here, yes, clearly I live by myself. My girlfriend does not want to live with me. Just kidding. So the chicken here was on sale. Instead of being $1.99 a pound, it was $1.69 a pound. What's up? $1.69. So when you think about that, that's a 20% savings on somebody who consumes, 2 family packages of this per week at a minimum. Like, that's a lot of chicken. And you get a big discount on it, right? So this is 6 pounds, so it's probably about it's probably between like 5 3/4 and 6.5 pounds total for each one of these. So that's 24 pounds times 40 cents per pound savings. It just adds up, especially when you do this regularly and consistently, which then allows me to put that towards something else, right? So then next week, maybe I can get more protein if I have all my chicken for that week, all of my meat, because that tends to be the biggest thing. And then that means when I run out of this protein, I don't have to worry about getting more protein the next time. So I wanted to give you a quick rundown of what I actually got here. So as I mentioned, we got like chicken here. This fucking bag keeps sticking to my foot. Fuck you, buddy. We've got chicken here. This is another item. This stuff is awesome. It's glorious. It's got a little bit of tang to it, so I like to add a lot more spiciness to it. But this is going to last me at least 2 to 3 weeks. We have jalapenos. These are probably going to be potentially a week and a quarter, a week and a half, depending on how much I use. This is natural, no stir peanut butter. By the way, check this out. Look at this. There is only 4, it looks like, ingredients here. We've got peanuts, sugar, palm oil, and salt. I like the natural better, but I don't like to stir it. So this is a nice alternative. If you grab your peanut butter out of the cupboard, and there's like there's a fucking paragraph of all the ingredients in it, potentially a good idea from a health standpoint to go more natural, right? And consume something that's not as processed, that has fewer ingredients in it, right? Okay, so next we've got these bags of spinach. This is awesome to cook with, plus it's super good for you. Now, interesting here, right? So this is what I use for dessert. Non-fat Greek yogurt. I think there's 17 grams of protein in this per serving. Check that out, son. 17 grams of protein per serving. Damn! That's like half a scoop of protein. So what I like to do for my desserts during the week is use Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and I actually like the CLAs from the fat in the Greek yogurt. However, I think I definitely fucking like the fat and peanut butter way better. So being on this cut right now, I would rather consume the calories and the fat from the peanuts or the peanut butter than I would from the Greek yogurt. So I switched to the no fat Greek yogurt, so that way I can use the peanut butter. And because I did that, as a reward, I might actually have a full serving instead of 1 teaspoon or tablespoon, I think it is. Let's see, tablespoon, yeah. Instead of 1 tablespoon, I might have 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Okay, so next we've got red onions. Red onions were, I've been having white onions for the last couple weeks. I like to switch up the vegetables I have, so I have the red onions this week. I like cheese a lot, so I got the Swiss. We've got Sharp. Got mozzarella. We've got pepper jack, Colby. Yeah, so I've got those. Turkey bacon. So this turkey bacon is really good. Plus it's very low calories. I like to take the turkey bacon and cook it up so it's in little tiny pieces and then put that on top of my dishes. So if I were to put all my food in here, as almost like a garnish on top, I will put the crispy bits of bacon on top so that it gives it more texture to the food. Next we have mushrooms. So I got 2 packages of mushrooms. In my mind, when I'm in the store, I literally like to go through and see this package. So I'll be like, okay, well, this package, that means I get to have just about a half a package per day for the mushrooms. Mushrooms, I know, are very good for me. I like them. I don't love them. They're good. They're not bad. Like, they're good with some steak and sauteed with some onions and olive oil. A little bit of salt and pepper on there, but I get them because I know they're good for me, and I want the variety in terms of the health benefits in the nutritional content that I consume every day. So I will probably have just under half a package per day, Monday through Friday. By the way, today is Saturday. We've got 5 packages of tomatoes. These are grape tomatoes. As you can see here, these are only $1.39 a pack. The grape tomatoes, I did not have tomatoes last week, so if this is the first time watching this video, thank you. If this is not your first time watching this video, then you know that I like to change the types of vegetables that I consume on a weekly basis. This increases the variety of the food for micronutrients. One of the side effects of increasing the variety of the food is that you don't get bored of your food, the food fucking tastes better, and you get all the, if you were to have broccoli and fucking chicken every day, right? you're going to be deficient in other micronutrients, the vitamins and the minerals and the phytonutrients. So by changing up the vegetables that I consume every single week, I'm able to actually increase those vitamins and those minerals and the phytonutrients, both in terms of the quantity I'm consuming, both in terms of the variety, so that I don't have a deficiency in something, or I like to believe that I don't have as many deficiencies as I would otherwise. Another cool find this week, which I'm not sure when I will be eating this, but this, guess, you can let me know down below in the comments. This is pasta. This is edamame pasta, organic, non-GMO, from Aldi's. Excuse me. 24, yes, I said that right, 24 grams of protein per serving. A serving, I think, is 2 ounces. Yes, a serving is 2 ounces. 24 grams of protein per serving. That's insane. That is utterly insane for pasta. So this is edamame. We'll see how this tastes. I'm assuming it cooks a little bit differently. It's almost like the size of angel hair, you can see there. I think it was about 250. So this will be my kind of treat this week. As you see here, we've got 1% milk. Again, I switched the milk from whole milk to 1%. Whole milk has around 150 calories per serving, where this 1% only has 110. So we've got 110 calories. I'm able to cut 40 calories there. Now, if you're trying to cut, I'm not done with this, by the way. This is a tangent. If you were trying to cut in terms of the fat, right, in your body, not necessarily the fat you're consuming, you're trying to get leaner, then if you can make 7 or 8 changes in your daily diet that cuts 25 to 65 calories, and you make 10 of those, it's a substantial amount of calories that you can cut each day while still consuming the same volume of food that will allow you to reach your goals from a shredded, lean, whatever fucking look you're going for. Now, I got 2 treats this week. Well, that's not one of them. I got 3 bags of this. There's only 2 on the counter because that one just fell on the floor. But 3 bags of this broccoli flowerets. So the broccoli I will probably leave in the freezer for 1 week when I need to stock up. If chicken were $1.99 or chicken were 99 cents a pound, I'd probably buy all the store that it has in stock and just put it in the freezer, because that's a 50% discount. You can get a 50% discount on something that you use every day. Why the fuck would you do that? So the broccoli will be my vegetables at 1 week. I might throw them in once or twice this week, just to keep that variety in there. But the broccoli will be something that I'll use as a vegetable when I find something that's so say if this was $1.29 per pound, right? And there's a 30% discount on it from the $1.99. What I would do is I would probably buy a shitload more of the chicken and actually combine 2 weeks' budget, so that the following week I would cut back. I would just spend my entire budget basically on chicken, and then I would spend some of next week's budget probably on chicken, as well as I would probably go a little bit more sparse on some of these other things. I wouldn't get probably the Greek yogurt or the peanut butter. I definitely wouldn't do the pasta. This is the last thing that I got here, which is just a Parmesan grated cheese. This is like a treat too, but it tastes delicious. I like to put this on top with the bacon. It just adds a nice texture to the dishes, so they don't get boring every single day. So if this were 50% off, right? It's 99 cents a pound. I would just stock up this whole entire week. I'd literally buy every single thing that they had on the shelf and put it in my freezer, because it's something I'm going to consume, and I get a 50% discount, right? If you were to go buy your a Corolla, right, and instead of $29,000, it was on sale for $15,000, buy as many as you can, turn around and re-fucking sell them. Right? Assuming there's not any issues, and you can just go around and resell it for 20 grand instead of 30 grand. Why the fuck wouldn't you do that? Make 5 grand. Same kind of idea goes with your budget, or at least in my case. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you stay tuned for the upcoming video on SARMs. I will be doing that soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Press that subscribe button and that bell notification so YouTube can notify you every time I post a video. Peace.